Hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing the introduction about Module 3, that is Engineering Economics. Already in Module 1 and Module 2, we had a discussion, very clear discussion about management. And from Module 3, we will be discussing about economics. How economics is connected with engineering. So it's very interesting. So we'll just see how engineering is connected with economics and its applications, importance, and if engineers role is not there in the economics means what and all happens. With many examples, we will be discussing that. Generally, we know that engineers apply science and technology to develop cost-effective solutions to practical problems. Here, what do you mean by cost-effective? Cost-effective is nothing but economics. Economics is the study of how individuals and group make decisions about the allocation of limited resources. Example, using principles of economics, a person might decide it is better to lease rather than purchase an automobile. And engineering economics is the application of economic techniques to engineering decisions. Engineers often have to decide among alternatives, which of several designs to use, which of several projects to pursue. Engineering economics give engineers the tools they need to make decisions that maximize the use of resources. Why to study engineering economics? We know that ABET, we call it as Accreditation Board for Engineering and Technology, they defined the economics as the profession in which a knowledge of the mathematical and the natural sciences gained by study, experience, and practice is applied with judgment to develop ways to utilize the materials and forces of nature for the benefit of mankind. Whatever you see, whether it is defined by ABET or like general definition, ultimately the purpose of engineering is to serve the society. So if we want to serve the society by introducing the new machines or the new applications or whatever the usual purpose for the human beings, people, engineers should have a good knowledge and they should have the wisdom and even they should have the experience. For that, the importance is the study. So, economically, we can call it as an important qualifier in the definition of engineering. A successful engineered solution is one that not only works from a technical perspective but also from the economic one. An economic solution is one that makes efficient use of resources. And even we have more reasons to study engineering economics. Approximately 4% of the questions on the fundamentals of engineering, even in short form, we are called as FE, that exam deals with engineering economics only. Passing that fundamentals of engineering exam is one of the major hurdles to becoming a licensed professional engineering. So, from this point, we can understand that how the economics plays a prominent role in the engineering field. Engineering economics was recently added to one of the 11 knowledge areas covered by the Certified Software Development Professional Examination. Even it is shortly called as CSDP. Just as business people need a basic understanding of technology in order to make wise business decisions, software engineers need a basic understanding of economics in order to make wise technical decisions. Wise technical decisions from an economics perspective are ones that maximize available resources. And so from this basic information and why this engineering is required and economics, how it is connected, we have a few more points to discuss. That is, economics, even we can call it as the science of choice. We live in a resource constrained world. Available resources are insufficient to satisfy all wants and needs. The resources that are available have alternative uses. You could purchase the latest smartphone, but you did that means forgiving some other use for your money, such as saving it or purchasing new clothes. Your decision is an economic one. You make it with the goal of maximizing your self-interest. Means pursuing your self-interest doesn't necessarily mean being selfish. You might decide to forgo your smartphone in order to make a larger donation to your favorite charity. Your self interest might be helping others. So, economics is the study of how countries Even we can call it as a macroeconomics and microeconomics. Even we have a very interesting comparison between macroeconomics and microeconomics that also will be discussing, where this economics also shows the how macroeconomics and microeconomics make decisions to allocate limited resources. Engineering economics is the application of microeconomics to engineering projects. And here we can able to see what is the general flow for a engineering a solution. You can able to see it starts with a problem or opportunity. Whether you take a design or whether you take a economics, always the aim or the purpose is very very important. Here we are calling it as a problem or opportunity, and for that further leads to the engineering analysis and design, where candidate solution 1, candidate solution 2, candidate solution 3, and candidate solution 4 is there, and finally it reaches to the where connectively it leads to the engineering economics, the major part. And here also we can able to see this, the candidate solution 1, the candidate solution 2, again the candidate solution 3, again further it leads to the professional judgment after the engineering economics part, and finally we'll get the optimum solution. So in simple words we can call or we can define it as technical analysis leads to the financial analysis, and that leads to the professional judgment. So, after the engineering economic analysis, the candidate solutions that remain are likely to contain intangible factors difficult to quantify, that is, irreducibles. Qualitative reasoning or professional judgment is used to decide among options at this point. And there is a systematic process for making a business decisions. So what are they? Here we can discuss. Number one is understanding the problem, and second one is identify all technically feasible candidate solutions. Here I want to highlight this point: the feasible candidate solutions, and even the technically we need to identify and define the solution criteria. Examples: return on investment or delivery date, performance, risk, etc. And fourth one is evaluating each proposal against the selection criteria. Since cost is always a consideration, this step will include the development of cash flows and the computation of present value or the equivalent value, sometimes we call it as, for each alternative. This step also includes consideration of intangible factors, even it is also called as irreducibles. Use professional judgment to select the preferred solution. Monitor performance of solution is selected, and for that we used to, we used to send the feedback to calibrate the decision making process. And here I have few practical questions answered by the economics. Here is a mix of engineering and non-engineering questions. You should be able to answer at the end of this lesson. The note, the techniques described here will be personally valuable even if you don't apply them in engineering context. Does it cost less to rewrite a software system, which would lower your monthly maintenance cost, or continue paying a higher monthly maintenance cost but avoid the upfront cost of a rewrite? Is it better to buy or lease an automobile computer? And you are trying to decide between two projects. Project A would cost 12,000 in staff salaries each month for 3 years and result in one-time payment at the end of 500,000. Project B would cost 10,000 a month for 3 years in staff salaries but result in year payments of 150,000. Which one has the greatest ROI? And similarly, we can able to see many practical questions. I request everyone to go through all these practical questions. The third one is very interesting. You and your partner start a business. You agree to make a $24,000 down payment towards office equipment. Your partner agrees to pay the monthly expense of $2,000. At the end of 10 years, your partner agrees to sell you his stock in the company. In order to value his stake in the company, you first have to calculate how much both of you have invested, how much have you invested. So all those things we need to find out. Related to that, there is economic fundamentals, cash flow diagrams, time value of money, inflations and purchasing power, and we have simple interest, compound interest, we have interest formulas and economic equivalence. So we'll just see all these things, and even we'll find out the solutions for all these questions also. See you in the next video. Thank you.